Hello, if you are a long-time viewer of Trending Farm, you must have seen at least once our farming documentary about the huge horse meat consumption in China, right? In today's episode, we will expand our research to find out how this country of billions of people maintains quality while processing such large quantities of horse meat. Let's explore Trending Farm right now. Don't forget to like and share the video to start your journey smoothly. Through research in various farming documentaries, Trending Farm discovered that most horses used for meat are concentrated in the ethnic regions of Northwest and Northeast China. Local horse farms typically supply animals to nearby processing plants. As a result, horses are usually transported by medium to small trucks, with journeys lasting between 8 to 12 hours. Careful and safe transportation is essential to maintain the animal's welfare. Upon arrival, the horses are given a rest period to stabilize, improving the quality of the meat. Afterward, they are humanely processed with the hair, skin, and internal organs removed. Workers in the factory use torches to completely remove any remaining fluff and firm the skin for further processing. Skilled workers then separate the bones from the meat, achieving up to 99% accuracy in meat extraction. The rump, front legs, and belly are quickly cut and handed off to other workers for additional division based on the intended use. Processing can take 1 to 3 hours depending on the horse's size. The meat is then frozen, packaged, and labeled to ensure quality before reaching consumers. The quality of fresh horse meat is largely a result of the meticulous breeding process and farming conditions in China. In regions like Xinjiang, horses are raised in vast, free-range environments where they graze on nutrient-dense pastures and have ample space to roam. Selective breeding plays a crucial role in ensuring the health and quality of these horses. Farmers carefully choose breeding pairs based on genetics, aiming to enhance traits such as muscle development, stamina, and disease resistance. Human intervention is critical during the mating season, as farmers monitor the health of both the mares and stallions to ensure successful reproduction. In a farming documentary about Xinjiang, the breeding process is highlighted, showing how foals are nurtured from birth in these free-range settings. Farmers provide hands-on care during critical stages, overseeing the horse's nutrition and overall well-being, which helps create a strong, healthy lineage. This human-guided approach ensures that the horses raised in these farms produce top-tier meat. Caring for foals on a farm requires careful attention to their nutrition, health, and environment. For the first 6 months, foals usually suckle from their mother, receiving essential nutrients for growth. Farmers must ensure that foals have access to clean water and safe shelter, as they are susceptible to extreme weather conditions. Through this farming documentary, Trending Farm wants to convey the importance of proper vaccinations, such as tetanus and equine influenza, which can prevent common diseases. Regular veterinary visits at least twice a year are essential to monitor the foal's development and address any health problems early, ensuring a survival rate of over 90%. If you know of any other diseases that horses commonly encounter, please leave a comment below this farming documentary with us. Unlike foals, adult horses' diets consist primarily of high-quality roughage, such as hay or pasture grass, providing 1.5 to 2% of their body weight as dry matter each day. On farms in Inner Mongolia, where horses are raised free-range, each horse typically consumes 15 to 20 pounds of hay per day, supplemented with grain for extra energy. Along with this, horses need essential vitamins and minerals, including 20 to 25 grams of calcium and 10 to 12 grams of phosphorus per day, to maintain strong bones and overall health. In addition, regular hoof grinding, performed every 6 to 8 weeks, is equally important as it prevents lameness, improves balance, and ensures proper weight distribution, which directly supports the horse's overall health and performance. By carefully managing both diet and hoof care, farmers in Xinjiang ensure that horses stay healthy and productive. Bathing and massaging horses on the farm offer numerous benefits, including improved circulation, muscle relaxation, and a reduction in stress. Chinese farmers typically bathe their horses once a week, using gentle water sprays and mild shampoos to cleanse the coat and skin, promoting healthy fur and preventing skin infections. After bathing, farmers often massage the horses, focusing on major muscle groups like the shoulders and back to relieve tension and improve blood flow. This practice not only keeps the horses clean and healthy, but also enhances their physical performance, making them more agile and resilient for farm work or other activities. Physical activity is crucial for horses kept on farms as it promotes their overall health, well-being, and performance. Horses require at least 1 to 2 hours of exercise daily to maintain their physical condition and mental stimulation. On farms, horses engage in various activities, such as riding, lunging, and turnout in pastures. In a study, it was found that horses allowed to roam freely for 6 to 8 hours a day exhibited lower stress levels and fewer behavioral issues compared to those confined to stalls. Additionally, participating in structured activities like jumping or barrel racing can enhance their cardiovascular fitness and muscle tone. Regular exercise helps prevent obesity, colic, and other health problems, ensuring that horses remain strong and active throughout their lives. If you are curious about the special therapeutic exercises on horse farms, look for similar farming documentaries on Trending Farm to understand more. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to update the latest trends in agriculture around the world with Trending Farm. Wild boars are a common wild animal in Taiwan and are causing many complex environmental and economic problems. In recent years, the number of wild boars in Taiwan, causing damage to agriculture and other industries, has increased significantly, appearing in many areas on the island from dense forests to agricultural areas. According to some statistics, the number of wild boars in Taiwan is currently in the millions. However, they are facing many problems with their habitat due to shrinking forest areas, uncontrolled hunting, and many local wild boar breeds are also at risk of extinction. To control the impact of wild boars on farmers and preserve typical species, Taiwanese farmers have carried out domestication and controlled breeding of wild boars. Most of these wild boar farms are small-scale, only enough to supply personal consumption or supply to restaurants. They are raised in barns at night and released into large areas during the day so that they can move and find natural food. As you know, wild boars are wild animals with strong natural instincts, so the barns for raising wild boars need to ensure requirements for space, hygiene, and safety. When grazing outdoors, farmers always need to control them to ensure that they do not destroy crops and cause harm to other animals. In your opinion, with such a combined farming method, what kind of nutrition will wild boars have here? Watch the next part of the video for a complete answer. Before learning about the farm diet, we need to understand that in nature, wild boars are omnivores. They eat many different types of food, including plants, animals, leftovers. To ensure that wild boars grow healthy and have delicious meat, the farm diet needs to be balanced between the food groups: green food, concentrated food, and supplemental food. The ratio between the types of food can vary depending on the development stage of the wild boar, the breed of wild boar, and the climate conditions. Farmers always ensure that the food is fresh, clean, not contaminated, and does not contain preservatives. During the day, when wild boars are allowed to graze freely, the food will be spread directly on the ground. Then, when they return to the farm, they will be fed other supplementary foods in the feeding trough in the barn. The wild boar's diet will be adjusted to optimize costs and ensure maximum growth of the wild boar. Wild boars typically reach sexual maturity earlier than domestic pigs. Females can start breeding at 10 to 12 months of age, while male pigs can mate at 8 to 10 months of age. They then have a gestation period of about 112 to 115 days. When the time comes, the mother pig will find a secluded place to give birth. The birthing process is quite quick, and the piglets are usually born healthy. Each litter of wild boars can have 4 to 12 piglets, with an average of 6 to 8 piglets. The mother pig will feed the piglets for the first few weeks of their life. After that, they will start eating other foods. Unlike domestic pigs, the mother pig is very protective and caring for her piglets. In addition, living conditions also greatly affect the number of piglets born and their development. In recent years, with the help of farmers, the number of piglets born has increased greatly, significantly improving the number of wild boar herds in Taiwan. After a period of care at the farm, the wild boars have reached the conditions for harvest. The farmers will sell and transport them to food factories. They plan and transport the wild boars clearly and carefully. When transporting, the food factory workers prepare all the legal documents, including the license to transport wild animals. Along with that, they also prepare additional means of transport such as trucks, iron cages, and equipment to support the loading of pigs.
Ooh, that's a big one over there.
The driver said that wild boars are very sensitive to changes in the environment. Transportation can cause stress for them, leading to reduced resistance and susceptibility to disease. Therefore, they often take advantage of the night to adapt to the nocturnal characteristics of wild boars, helping them reduce stress. In some cases, the food factory transport staff can use sedatives to help the wild boars relax during transportation. Combined with regular checks on the condition of wild boars to promptly detect and handle arising problems. The transportation process is considered successful when the wild boars are safely transported to the processing area. Like the video to see if this transportation process meets the requirements. Wild boar meat is often favored for its delicious taste and nutritional value. However, to obtain delicious and safe meat, the wild boar meat processing process must be done properly and ensure food hygiene and safety. The process of dividing wild boar meat in the food factory is carried out carefully and meticulously to ensure the highest quality of the meat. After the wild boar is cleaned of hair and skin, the meat is placed in a freezer and kept in constant cold storage to ensure food hygiene and safety. When processing begins, food factory workers will cut and separate each muscle part separately while removing unwanted fat and connective tissue. One of the first important steps in the food factory is washing the meat to remove any remaining impurities. Next, the meat is separated into each muscle part, starting from the shoulder to other parts such as the back and thigh. The worker will meticulously cut off the excess fat and unnecessary connective tissue. The shoulder often contains a lot of tendons and fat, so it needs to be carefully removed to ensure the best quality meat. The back strap is an important and valuable cut of meat. The meat is cleaned by workers in the food factory. removing excess fat and then cut into thin slices. The shoulder meat is then ground into minced meat, which is used in many different dishes. The grinding process is done with a high-powered grinder, which saves time and ensures the meat is ground evenly and smoothly. The meat grinder can quickly process kilograms of meat, making the process more efficient. Workers in the food factory also use a meat tenderizer to prepare cube steaks, ensuring that the meat is tender and easier to work with when cooking. The meat tenderizer helps to create beautifully patterned pieces of meat, ready to be processed immediately after coming out of the freezer. Finally, the meat is vacuum packed for long-term preservation. This not only helps the meat retain its freshness but also extends its shelf life in the freezer. This process ensures that when consumers consume the meat, they will feel satisfied because they know the origin and how the meat is processed. The detailed and meticulous process in the food factory not only ensures food hygiene and safety, but also brings satisfaction and peace of mind to the users. Wild boar meat has long been famous for its distinctive flavor and high nutritional value. Compared to domestic pork, wild boar meat is firmer, less fatty, and rich in protein.
Right off the bone.
In addition, it also provides many B vitamins, iron, zinc, and other important minerals. When processing, wild boar meat needs to be marinated with spices such as garlic, onions, pepper, chili, fish sauce, honey to remove odors and enhance flavor. Common processing methods include grilling, stewing, stir-frying, and grinding into sausages. To ensure food safety, it is necessary to cook thoroughly and deodorize properly. Enjoying wild boar meat is not only an enjoyable culinary experience, but also provides many essential nutrients for the body. If this farm and food factory tour is useful to you, please leave a comment to encourage Trending Farm to develop further.
AI technologies are gradually developing and created by human hands. What if each processing factory gradually has fewer people working? Please share your thoughts below in the comments section of this video. And lastly, don't forget to recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too. Thank you and goodbye. See you again in the next videos.